Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm heading home after a long, radical day. Yeah, these videos are getting, like, there's a lag time on them, so, but whatever, I'm trying to put them in some sort of sequence appropriate to the content. So today was one of those days, man. Up early. I got up at the crack, went over to meet Max and start packaging up our first round of t-shirt orders. Super fired up on everyone who ordered a t-shirt. And kind of get that, there's a learning curve to some of this stuff, We didn't really set up some of our stuff for international sales, but whatever, you take the hit, man, because we're one of those, man, what we say goes type of deal. We don't come back and be like, hey, we made a mistake, man. The mistake's on us. So we're stoked. So, there's a learning curve on that level, which whatever, man, but I started today, like, I was already grumpy coming out of the gate because, yesterday was the day where I don't know how that meeting went at the talent agency. Who knows, man. So, I already started a little bit behind the ball. The mind was already up on top of me. And then, I went to my job. I mentor a kid for, like 4 hours out of the morning. But we go skate. So we went and skated a couple different skate parks. And I showed up at Pedlo. And there was some cool kids that were all fired up to see the Illusion. Joe. Yeah, and Chris, and I want to say Byron, but I that's not right. But this kid Chris and I got into a long talk about positive energy and just being positive and, all about skating and stuff. And that was super, like, inspiring. And then I got to make the hustle back from Beverly Hills out to Malibu, and I'm meeting these young producer cats. We're gonna start making some Bitchin' Illusion episodes, man. These guys are from the industry. They're getting their own production company going, so they want to, like, make some high quality illusion shows, which I'm super fired up about. So yeah, we had a big meeting. I haven't met these guys yet. I talked to one of them over the phone, and so I'm jamming back to Malibu to make this meeting, and then the highway was shut down. I was almost there. I'd been in the car at that point about an hour and a half. And if you don't know, man, you drive from Beverly Hills to Malibu on a Saturday afternoon. It's madness, dude. It's madness. So I'm like literally 3 or 4 stoplights from the finish line. I gotta meet the guys at Drill. Meeting them at the Starbucks next to Drill, Malibu's preferred surf and skate shop. A little ad for my boys in Drill. And I get there, but I don't because the highway's shut down. So I have to drive. All of a sudden, I have to drive this crazy Latigo Canyon. And if you don't know Latigo Canyon, man, it is just this twisty, turny odyssey up into the mountains. Like, it's a road you would never take unless the highway shut down or you lived up there, you're going hiking up there or something. But it's just a trillion turns and it's super slow on its own. But I was stuck at the end of like an 8-car caravan, right? And the lead car was creeping, which means it's just hard to drive up a hill when you can't even keep your momentum going, and it's just endless and it's twisting and turning. And well, I lost my serenity because I was trying to make the meeting with these dudes and I'd been in the car forever. Next thing you know, like, I'm just screaming in the car. Ah! But I'm at the same time, I'm going, all right, man, I'm where I'm supposed to be. This is all perfect. Don't attach to it. Just let it all go. Just be in a state of gratitude. But that's easier said than done, dude. Oh, just getting shut down on the highway. I had to go, the highway shut down where I got to go on this 40-minute drive up and around the mountain to basically cover 4 miles of the Pacific Coast Highway. That's giant out of the way thing. And it was just torture because the people didn't know how to drive the canyon in front of me. And like, I live up a canyon. We're driving up a canyon right now. So by the time I get down to drill, I call these dudes, I'm fully just, I am anything but in the now. I'm just spun, I'm fatigued, I'm tired. I talk to the bros, and they're bros, because I like these guys. But I'm like, you don't have to come, the highway's shut down. They're like, we're on the other side of the highway. I'm like, oh my God, dude, you don't want to do it, dude. I'm crazy right now, it's madness. And the guy's like, well, we're gonna try to get there. And I fully like kind of snapped a little bit. I go, dude, don't tell me you're gonna try, man. You're either gonna be here or you're not gonna be here. Just tell me what you're gonna do, dude. Because I was crazed, man, at that point. I just was so, I haven't eaten all day, man. Never helps. So, now I got these dudes coming. I feel like a donkey because I've like kind of got a little bit edgy about the whole thing. And these guys are super nice, high frequency tribe. The one bro has been viewing my videos for years, so it's like, So they show up, man. I got to apologize for being a donkey right off the bat. It's always humbling because, especially when you're meeting a viewer, like, I don't know, maybe I hope people understand that, man. Like, I'm a flawed human being, like the next human being. I try to live up to the message I broadcast to my fullest ability, man, but I suffer from my own mind, from my own just spun out energy, from not eating properly, from drinking too much coffee, from being crazy, from not. So the hottest is, he's like, Wayne Dyer says that your time to prove your spiritual condition is in traffic. And I was like, yeah, I failed that mission today. Like, I lost my mind, man. I lost my mind. But anyway, I had a super duper productive meeting. The one bro brought homemade peanut butter bread. Super delicious. Super delicious. And we talked, and we're gonna film something, and they're gonna edit it, and we're gonna make something happen. We're gonna take the dream to the next level. So it's like, there it was from like, one thing to the next. Like, I just gotta let it all go, man. I just gotta let it all go and just realize that it's all perfect. Yeah, super nervous. The hottest is I got the phone call right at the bottom of the canyon, and like the big job we're supposed to start might not happen. I'm like, whoa, dude. I've been kind of just, I'm on standby waiting for the baby, and I'm like, it's perfect time to be on standby, but like, whoa, I'd be kind of bummed if this giant carpentry job doesn't start up here in like 3 weeks or something, man. But you know what? The universe will provide. God will provide. Source energy will provide. I just have to stay in the now. I got to stay loose, man. So again, I learned some lessons, man. I've been riding the thin line between fear and just elation. Like, yeah, I'm just behind the back of my mind. I'm just like geared up, ready for baby Al, and just trying to just stay loose. And, I had a couple lessons of positive and stoked, and I always hate losing my mind and broadcasting kind of negative energy, man. I kind of was in a negative headspace when I first started talking to these cats, man. But, no one's perfect, man. And I think that's the thing, is like, people who sit there and say they're perfect are lying to you, man. Everybody's got some edge. Everybody's messed up. Nobody's super laid back. I know people that are super duper laid back. I'm not one of them, man. Got a little bit of anal in me. A little bit tense. A little bit intense. The hologram says I'm super intense, man. She's got to live with me, dude. I am pretty doggone intense. But I'm also super stoked, man. Like, I'm super stoked. I just made this video, man. I feel better. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. I can't wait. These two cats I met today, man, they got some positive energy. Dudes, they're super cool dudes. Way cooler than me. But they believe in me, man. So that's what's I got to remind myself that, like, I don't have to shoulder the burden of the world, man. I can let my shoulders relax. I can trust in other people. I can trust in other people to see beyond my moment of not knowing what I'm doing and not being perfect, because I can't be perfect. I can't hold myself to that standard, because if I hold myself to that standard, I'm always going to fail. The secret to perfection is imperfection, correct? Right? Isn't that what the t-shirt says? Let's take a look at the t-shirt, man, because I got to remind myself. That's what the t-shirt says. The secret to imperfection is perfection is imperfection, right? Isn't that what it says? Yeah, dude. I just got to remember, man, it's all going how it's supposed to. Anyway, it's the illusion. I got to go eat dinner.